All right. And that's how we start the live tonight.
I didn't know you started. Oh no, this is smell. This smells.
This is smell.
And I just put it on my face. Now my face is smell. Not good.
Why does it smell?
What?
Why does it smell?
Smell it. It smells good. It's just
Custom word.
smell.
Oh, it's incense? I like incense.
Yeah, but now it's on my face.
Incense is good.
Light it because it smells like shit in
Where's the lighter? Where's? Oh, sorry. Where's Anna's drawers? Oh, she probably took it.
How's it going, guys?
Thanks.
How are we doing tonight? I am really excited about that new white. Were you here for that?
White? There's a new white?
Yeah, my new white paint.
No.
So I got new white paint mix. So now instead of spraying white things 3 to 4 times, I only have to spray it once.
Fire.
Alright, can we go put that somewhere, not in your hand? Alright, I need you to move. You're in my workspace.
Yay!
I enjoy the smell of incense because it reminds me of all the creepy places I've been all over the world because they all smell like incense.
You're right.
Because there's demons.
Every witch shop, every occult bookstore I've been to, every weird antique shop.
Who made that
All of
body?
them.
What's their name?
Strega Moon.
I've never wanted to go to
Can we show them?
antique store so bad in my life lately.
Right.
Just go hang out in the roach room. It smells like an antique shop.
Can I bring it in here and show them?
The whole roach room? I doubt it.
No.
No.
You can't. You're gonna get.
I want to show them.
No.
Banned.
Why?
Because I said no.
Fine, I'll show them the picture.
You're gonna get it suspended. Let's heat it up yet.
Let's get this ice cream cone prop done. I'm tired of having it on my list. You guys are tired of me waiting on it. I'm sure. The air on. Hey Chris, did you turn on the air?
No.
Alright.
Thanks. Your mom said for those socks we have to order 50, need number and the quantity.
Okay.
I won a t-shirt giveaway the
Yeah.
other day. I just got it in the mail, but this is the shirt.
Diet penis.
You got the title.
The tiny one, baby. Uh-huh. Ray Charles.
You got it.
What's up, crows? Kevin, Amanda. My kid went to girlfriend's house tonight. Hi, Tara. Hello. Yeah. Dawson Hanson. Hello, Dawson Hanson. Dawson does have cool t-shirts. I agree. Is that one I got for him?
No.
No. It's crackhead hours, but I'm tired, so it's just going to be me weird. No thanks.
How's it going, Scarecrow? How's it going, Ted? How's it going, Tara? What's going on, Dawson? And Amanda. If anyone else is watching, you did not say hello. So I did not say hello back because I'm not aware that you're watching. How much? Oh, okay. Can I see the card?
I don't think those are
So 10, 10,
What's the difference between these two?
I don't know. Like white feet, maybe? No, I think they just have shoes on.
Because these three look generally the same.
No, I have no idea. I'll ask her also what's the difference between 8 and 15.
Right. That's very black. All right. First thing on my agenda is this ice cream cone. Gonna get these drips done and get this sent. So all that's left on this is the drips and then the clear coat. We're ready to go.
Well, whatever the hell this thing was, it snapped and we accidentally kicked it.
Huh?
That thing, the black little thing in the corner, I kicked it by accident and it snapped it.
It's a mouse trap.
Yeah. So that thing scared the shit on me.
I need to check those, by the way.
This is blue.
Nick, it's ready.
I already did it.
Oh. I wasn't paying attention. It's all hot. So she's asking for a custom doll. And she asked about outfits. Do we want to look into making custom outfits?
I'm
or-
the wrong person to ask. I can tell you they have some stuff at Hobby Lobby that are doll clothes. But if it's something that she's going to have to sew, the one is going to cost her much more than $20.
Well, right, that's why I sent the message if they wanted a custom
Did you get more of the Loctite foam or is that in your car?
That is neither in my car or in my possession. I did
Still at
not
Menards.
get that. Yes, Menards still owns those. I'll get those tomorrow. Along with the spray paint for the cotton candy.
Oh, okay.
So
That'll be another question I don't have to ask you.
there you go.
When were we life casting home?
Sometime very soon.
Oh, that.
So the next few
Life
days.
cast my penis.
No.
And his penis
He doesn't want to get that close to
cast.
Jacob.
What?
If he doesn't want to get that close to Jacob.
Should I live cast Jacob's penis?
No.
Can we start selling just penises?
No, we don't make sex toys.
It's not a sex toy though, it's spooky. We'll make bloody severed penises.
Still sounds like a sex toy. Someone already makes that also.
It keeps definitely
I'm pretty
freaking me
sure
out.
Tony Capagna, who you fucking won that from, he makes the cutoff dicks.
Oh. I don't know who makes cut off this. That's not in my general knowledge of... That's fucking scary, dude.
What?
The...
No, it's not even done.
So then. I'll pull them.
Can I steal your water?
Yeah, I'm not using it. Doesn't look as cool on the...
No, it doesn't.
You can't see the detail of all the teeth and stuff.
He's cool though.
How's it going, Billy?
What is Jacob Willis doing with his mask? Why is it in here?
He wants us to rehair its beard.
Why did he bring it in here? That's not gonna happen for like July.
Because he tends to think if he brings it closer to us, it's going to make it get done
I'm gonna
sooner.
put it back in the
But
office.
it's not. It's just going to make it get fucked up.
Yeah, I'm putting it back in the office.
Said Walker asked, is the body prop done?
No, that one is not complete yet.
Yeah.
What?
Are we like, because that's taking up too much area.
What is?
Like, where we hang up the clothes? Are we like doing something about that?
Let me show. I'll walk you over there. I'll show you this camera. Give me a second to do this. Hey, can you do me a favor? Like, just grab this and hold it up.
So what?
No. I just need to paint the top of this.
Can we take it off of there?
Don't just pull it off. You need to get like a blade.
It's unattached at the bottom. Do it from the bottom.
See the problem? It's like all
I
attached
know,
to that,
do
so
it
we
from
have
the
to cut
bottom.
it. It's not all gonna come out. You
I
have
know,
to cut
but
it.
you can take the latex off from there. Hold, hold, hold.
Please just get a blade.
I am. You still have to pull it from the bottom. Wow, this blade's fantastic. It's great. You don't cut shit, bitch!
Ted said we dropped the ice cream prop to $50.
I don't know, I don't think so. Unless you tell me to post it for.
Not $50. I had a guy today who wanted to buy a full werewolf prop
Yeah, I saw that.
and didn't seem happy when I told him $500, which seems ridiculous to me.
I guess it depends if you wanted a full wolf or if you wanted like a man with broad hair.
No, I asked him that. He said he wants a werewolf, not a wolf man. So I told him $500 because I would have to make him a full wolf mask, which I would have to sculpt and would have teeth and a whole head of hair. It would need a chest. It would need sculpted hands, sculpted feet, and then a whole body of hair. So I think $500 is a hell of a fucking deal because you can't even buy a naked dead man for $500. Okay, so we're gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna spray it with clear coat, and then the thing's ready to go.
No, the ice cream cone attack prop is $85. Not $50.
I was concerned for a minute.
Yeah, I also was.
So this clown horn is almost done. I replaced the balls here with these smiley faces. So now you've got this cool.
Make it wooga. Do it again. Yeah. I like that. I don't have PTSD from that one. It's loud and it scares me, but I like that noise.
Smiley faces on
Yeah,
these
I
last
saw.
night. But my fucking, I don't know what it was. I was trying to paint and I pulled my hands, like all night were just like this. And I couldn't stop
Because you
them
haven't
from
fucking
doing it.
eaten.
No, yesterday I did eat. Thank you, Ted. I'm glad you think they're cool. They will be available very soon. I literally just have to throw blood on that, and then they're going to be ready to go.
I'll do blood now. So I can do the pictures tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, I think you know, I mean, you know what we have at the house, right? We just need like clown.
We just have one of each color at the house.
Okay, so can you take care of it? Sort of like.
I think the classic clown colors that we think we'll sell a lot of. The purple and black, the red and black, the green and black. We need to get like 10 of each because if it's, we have to fucking think that even though we're ordering 10, that's probably only 5 orders. Because they'll order arms and legs.
Purple and black, red and black.
Green and black. But for like the ice cream man, I was hoping I had like red and white. That's what I was hoping to have.
That's red and white.
Could be at least kind of pink.
There's definitely red and white.
Well, if we can get red and white, that would be ideal in my head.
I
But
agree.
that's why I brought those because that's what we have. So, okay, so clown horn needs blood. We throw that on there so we can get that done. That's not on our list, but I need to clear coat the Necro Clown, and then it's done. It can go home.
So we need 10 of purple and black, red and black, green and black, and red and white.
Yeah, because I think we've got the yellow and black at home. I'm sure you guys, here's a completed red and black Necro Clown.
Is it clear coated?
Yes, I just clear coated it.
Okay. I'm gonna take a picture of it.
Yeah, so I'm going to take this off the list. Scary. And then this one's ready to go home.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of
Did
it.
you ever hear back from,
Colleen?
yes.
No.
No?
No.
I saw she messaged something about like she would let us know today or something.
Yeah, she said she would let us know her measurements today.
And she didn't?
No.
That sucks.
Yeah. I just feel bad because it's been so long.
The 18 inch red arrow. I believe that is all we have at the house right now. Let's see, I think that's one of the penthouse. We got a full pack ready to go. We're working on the ice cream body and
I got a letter from my job today that was like, hey, sorry we fucked you over. And it's like, it was like, we don't know who will and won't be laid off. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, same. I got furloughed the other day. Finally. I was getting paid every 2 weeks. I was getting paid like $300 every 2 weeks. Which is still like, so I'm super lucky that I got paid. But I'm getting paid $500 because they finally furloughed me. So I'm getting paid like a lump sum of $500 to get furloughed.
I wish they
They're
would
gonna let
have
us
done
know
it.
we're fired.
You might come back eventually.
Yeah, Coach has been like super awesome. I've been paid this whole time and getting unemployment, and now I'm getting $500 to get furloughed. So I'm getting tattoos.
Are you gonna get the thing that you were saying you wanted? Is that why you're like that?
No, I'm getting, I'll get that eventually. I'm getting a big, like, big gross horse right
A
here.
big gross horse.
Yeah.
I'm planning on getting a big chest tattoo, so whenever I get surgery, I'm just not gonna get a nipples, so there's more room for tattoos.
I also need to know something this week. Just
It's gonna fucking hurt like shit.
I need a day to work on my own style.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna hurt like shit.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love pain.
I need to get. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. It's not working how I need it to right now, so yes. Hey Devin, do you have a picture of this? You don't have one like this at all? You do?
Kind of, not exactly. But why?
Well, because I'm going to take it off the mannequin. What I'm asking for.
Yeah, I want to get a picture of everything before we send it out, as
Okay.
much as I possibly can.
So take
unless
that
it's an
because-
exact copy.
Because I've got 2 more to make. And my next thing is the bodies. So I want to paint the clown jumpsuit so we can.
Are you sure it's not that dumpster?
Yeah. Looking at our list.
Okay, so now the 780 was, they originally got copies like a year, and then just moved it up.
We do need to make a final one. Just the plastic one, because we had one that's went to the customer and it didn't work. He's kind of that. But we need to have one because we told him we already have one done. So it needs to
And we
be-
technically do have one done, it's just someone else ordered it before we sent it back. So we need one made anyway. No matter what, like if we have to, we'll send the one that we have done second, but we have to make that one. We are caught up on everything right now. So like, we have not passed the 4 weeks on any of the projects. So we are like ahead of schedule right now.
Trying to race ahead of
No,
schedule.
I agree.
There's a lot of change.
I agree. But,
Well, I don't have much to do over here.
so like the bodies aren't necessary.
Putting the two over there, that will be good done. I usually look at the next one and instead of picking up this one down, this one on hold.
Yeah. And that's fine, because that's another order. Right? Plus another order, 2 clowns, a cat, and a farm. And then that one down the road. Yeah, put that off to the side.
And you look like a real lesbian.
Yeah.
Hi, sorry we disconnected. I'm borrowing your charger until my phone turns on.
Okay. So check it and just make sure that after it's plugged in, it's still in 45 now. This is pretty simple. You squeeze it, and it'll go here, and that's only air, and you can kind of feel it pop right there, and it kind of stops. And then once you squeeze past that, you'll start to have paint. Right? So you can go really light and have it just kind of misting, or you can spray it really heavy. Okay?
Have you answered any of these
So
questions?
You just kind of have to squeeze back till you kind of get the level that you want. Okay.
Justin?
So try to test that. Just pull it back some, and then. Yeah. So, all right. What's up?
Have you read any of these comments?
Not really.
Okay. Vic said, I bought a clown jacket. He said, I'm going to have a whole UPS truckload.
All right.
Ted said, I'm thinking of buying the female clown dress in red.
Yeah. We also have a female clown jumpsuit that we're working on right now. So.
Yeah, I'll get that up soon. It's short.
Are you done with the American?
Give me 1 second. My phone just needs a charge.
Someone just ordered it.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know why that one scared. It's because it was loud in my ear. Go away, please. Ted said, can we order extra batteries for the clown gun?
Yeah, it's like $20 because that's just like how much it cost me to buy one. But I'll paint it and stuff so it all matches.
Hello, Kevin. Scarecrow said, I think I like it without dreads, though.
I think he's talking about the Necro Clown.
Personal preference. Everybody likes it different.
Yeah.
Billy Joyner said, can't wait to see my Maximum security suit and the pumpkin mask. I'm super excited about it. I'm excited to make them. Ted said, I got the prototype female grin mask that Devin tried on.
Yeah, that mailed out today, Ted.
I'm probably going to see if Justin can create a huge hammer or mallet next.
I actually have a great idea. So I do plan to make the clown hammers, the classic kind of foam ones.
Hi, Scott.
But I also want to make the like Acme hammer, where it's like a clown hammer, but instead of using it as a hammer, the front of it opens up and there's a boxing glove that like comes out on a spring. It's gonna be awesome. Yes.
Scott said, charge them extra for real weapons. Experience Scarecrow.
Huh?
I didn't know the fucking thing was on, and I moved it because it was in the way. And
It's
now
still on?
and now
Unplug it.
Not
Unplug it. Good job, Stefan.
Wait,
1-3. Hey, Chris, did you plug the soldering iron in?
Nope.
Well, I moved it and it melted stuff.
Yeah, too.
What did it melt?
where was it?
It was sitting right here, and I moved it because I thought it was unplugged, and it melted this side.
Dude, this fucking guy is seriously trying to start a fire.
He doesn't get to use anything electronic anymore, ever. That literally could have burnt the entire building down.
Yeah, because it was sitting on top of newspaper. It's fucking.
That literally could have burnt everything that we have worked our asses off to make completely down. I am pissed. No, that's not okay.
Who's Stefan?
It's literally smoking.
Yeah.
That's 4 times in 1 week.
I'm pissed off.
Stefan has the smoothest brain.
Fucking smooth. I cannot stand the smooth brains. Hi, sorry, I'm angry. I need to relax.
Just go kill Stefan. Go to his house and kill him.
Okay. I need to scroll back up. Go over the weapons again. He wants to make a big hammer that has a punching glove that comes out of it. Like Acme or something. I don't know. Yes, we are gonna make a black clown jumpsuit. That's on my list.
It's all ready made. We just have to paint it and stuff.
Yeah.
Was Joel
Is that ruined?
Yeah. Is what ruined? The soldering iron?
No, the fucking someone said it melted.
Yeah, it's ruined. It cut right through it.
Well, it was like the ends of 2 of them.
It's not the ends, it's the middle.
Right, no?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the middle.
Oh.
And this was attached to this. The middle of both of them.
Thanks, Stefan.
Well, your dad has to remake that. Any updates on MHC?
Not that I've heard, man.
Back blast area is not clear. You're right.
I agree with Mano.
What?
I don't know.
Alright, it's
Said no bueno. Someone just bought one of our Grin Clown masks, I think. Yes. If anybody wanted to buy the white Grin Clown mask with the cool mustache, it's now gone. R.I.P. Let me take that off the website.
Chris, when you have some time, this is ready for theater. Okay. Do you want to tell you
Right now I'm working on
there was some evidence that broke down?
calming down first and not being angry. I'll show you the black jumpsuit. It's hanging up over there. It's not painted yet, but I'll show you.
What's actually ideal is if you can fold it over and kind of latex it on the inside. Okay. Yeah. Excuse me.
Devin, I need a clown dress idea for that
The
grin
grin
mask
mask.
you guys made. The female grin mask? Is that what he's talking about? I will be painting for the female grin clown mask. I mean, we can do it half pink, half purple. We can do it like bright colors. the material that we make the dress out of is white, so we can paint the dress as bright as we want to. I think that would look sick with different colored pom-poms. Absolutely. I think that would look awesome. Or we could even do like black pom-poms on it. Or we could even do like a black undertone on the dress and then do pink and purple around the edges, half and half. That would look cool. Let me get that. Vic said, man, I want to make one of them tanks you guys made.
Do it.
Do it, but don't do it in the middle of July when it's 100 degrees out and your skin's melting off your body when you're standing on top of this giant tank, spraying it with the paint sprayer, getting soaked in paint. That was not a good time. It was worth it. What are your opinion on adding purple to that red dress that's ready to ship?
It'll work.
Yeah, we can make it work.
Okay, I need you to watch so I need to paint this fence. I need to come up with what color I'm going to use to paint this
Let me
fence.
show them this black dress.
I don't know.
I have it all ripped up and everything. I got the sleeves cut and ripped up. And the pants. I don't know what better way to hold this up, but here it is. I'm not tall enough. That's what you get. I don't know what I'm going to paint it yet. We'll see. Apparently Justin's having an intimate moment currently.
Oh, I'm thinking.
Yeah, well, actually, technically mine was second best. Because the guy that had explosive rat diarrhea in his mouth won. He had a rat in his mouth, like, when he was in line, and it had explosive diarrhea while he was in line. And then it started projectiling out of his mouth, like, onto the people that he was trying to act for. And just, like, rat puke, or poop and piss coming out of his mouth. And he said that I won it, and he sent me a message that said, like, congratulations, you won. And then I saw that someone had more likes than me, which is that guy. I said, I think he deserves it more. And so he gave it to him, but he also sent me, like, a little consolation prize. So.
I would like to go back to a minute ago before I even asked.
Yeah, you asked. I mean.
When are you gonna bring that constellation? I wanna see that.
We have some here. There's some jars. I'll bring it. Alright, you can go ahead and have that mannequin now.
What do you want me to do with this next one?
Hang on a hanger and hang on the metal rack right there. Yeah, and please, so either costume, watch that black on the floor. The gun come with a plug-in charger? Do we buy that separate? It comes with a charger, Ted.
My earring came out over here, but it's probably either gone or destroyed by now.
Yes, Ted, you can buy an extra battery. It's like $20.
Awesome. Second one that's ripped out of this haunted house is closed. Third
Sorry.
one, actually.
Yes, I will also paint the extra battery, man. No problem. So I'm gonna lighten this paint up a bit. What I'm gonna do is take my flesh tone paint. I'm gonna add some white to it. The new white. And just bring that up a bit. And then I'm gonna dry brush over this, let that dry, and I'm just gonna keep doing kind of coats like that. I need to get a flesh tone appearance on this, but I also want it to be creepy. So, Justin, are you guys going? What does going green mean? Is that about coronavirus? Like we're allowed to open everything? Is that what
Going green is like recycling.
Going paperless.
Going
Yeah.
paperless? I don't know what that means, man.
Really don't know what going green is?
I know what it is, but I didn't know if it was something else. He said they went green and a few other things in Pennsylvania. I mean, we don't make an active effort to not use paper. We just go with the best method for things. I can tell you that if I have actor contracts in paper and I have them copied and stuff in a few places, I can keep those forever. If I have it uploaded to a hard drive and stuff, those can crash. So we like to keep some stuff is better in analog form.
They've said, have you had any issues with the paint out in the weather?
No, we put a lot of paint on it, And we did a texture coat over a lot of it. And because of that, it's protected it. I'm sure through the years we're going to have some problems. I know we had some issues with humidity where some stuff was kind of bowing, but I mean, I expected to have a lot more damage to it than it does right now. After being outside for a winter, but we built it out of treated wood, so it should be good to go.
Scott was talking about COVID.
Okay. Hey Devin, 2 things on this. Can you spray paint that and then fucking dab it just like our other ones, and then throw the blood on this?
How come this one doesn't have a zipper like the other one?
Because it's going in a costume. It's on a body, not a person. So once it's on, it should stay on. Alright, so that's lighter than this. I don't know if it's light enough, so I'm going to add a little bit more white. It's probably good. So I went with a bit of black and just did some shading over this. I'm not super worried about all its details. I'm going to do it because it's my prop and I take pride in it, but I'm not super worried about all of it. What I'm worried about mostly is from here to here and its eyes, because it's going to have a mask over top of it, so I need that stuff to look good. Okay, that looks much lighter. So let's get a brush and dry brush. Yeah, that is much lighter. And that's okay, that's what I'm looking for.
That's how you did the eyes of my nightmare clown really good, almost lifelike.
Those were very different. So with those, I just popped in actual eyes. With these, they're sculpted in. So I'm going to actually paint these ones. So
Harris said, will you be putting hair on that as well?
yes, I will. Very long, very black hair.
Scott Creighton said, in Pennsylvania, red means stay at home, yellow means limited travel, and essential workers only, green means pretty much back to normal.
See? I told you it wasn't about...
Okay, going green is literally
Recycling.
the fucking, like, world-known saying.
I agree with you. I know what that means. Like, we're, like, reducing waste,
Yes.
stuff like that, but I didn't think that's what he was talking about. I figured it had something to do with returning to normal after COVID-19.
So just down the scenes of this and all of
So you're gonna want to use a glove because it's going to be pulled in there, and you got rid of one of the arm phone.
Devin's not a crazy tree hugger. I mean, I try to recycle when I can. I don't throw things out the window. I will literally throw you out of my car. If you roll down the window and throw a piece of trash out of my window, I will literally stop the car and make you either get out and pick it up, or you can walk the rest of the way that we were going.
Do you make Jacob do that?
Absolutely. He did it once when we first started dating, and I literally slammed on the brakes and I said, "Are you out of your fucking mind?" He literally like finished a sandwich and crumpled up the wrapper and rolled down the window and threw it out the window. And I was so he found out real quick. I was so angry. Like a fucking animal is gonna come by and eat it and then die. I don't give a fuck about like those on there or whatever, but the poor animals.
I almost hit a possum the other day, and I like was this close to like sitting in my car and talking about it.
Yeah, I almost hit a baby raccoon one time, and I had to literally turn around and like make sure it was okay. And then I went and I tried to pet it, and then it hissed at me and ran away, and I was sad.
You're gonna get raped.
It won't bite me.
A scene from Oak.
It won't bite me. It hissed at me and ran away.
But
Yeah,
it's not
so I
gonna
didn't.
Won't bite me.
But I know how when they're done. Like if they're gonna hiss at me, I know that they don't want to be fucked with. But if they don't, I'll pet them.
I have pet a possum though, because they don't bite. They just kind of stare at
Yeah,
you.
I love possums, dude. We had a possum here. I picked him up by his tail and I gave him a kiss and I said goodbye, friend.
What, in here or outside?
Outside. Scarecrow said, "Hey Justin, me and wife have been throwing the idea around about moving states. Is Indiana a good place to raise a family? Also
No.
jobs, housing, etc."
No.
Okay, so
It's not that
everyone,
bad.
no, fuck off. Everyone here says no. I'm world traveled. Okay, these people have never been anywhere else. They're just fucking hating on a place because it's
I
cool
literally
to hate
didn't
on a
say
place.
anything about living in
grew up in
Indiana.
the
It's not that
No,
bad.
because everyone here is always like, I can't fucking wait to get out of here, bro. I can't fucking wait to leave so much better everywhere else. Fuck you, I've been everywhere else, and I can never wait to come back here.
Technically, I live somewhere else now, but I'm here more often than I'm in Illinois, so.
Why? Oh yes, because it's so great in Illinois
No.
with high crime rates and fucking murder and poverty and
No,
fucking Democrats.
Every night I hear gunshots outside my house, like directly out front, and I go, ah.
Yes, I
another
think
day.
this is a great place to raise a
Another day,
family.
another man gone.
Yeah,
Granted,
'cause I live
you have to
in
realize
South-
I live in Northwest Indiana. Northwest Indiana is like an outlier from the rest of
yeah,
Indiana.
Northwest Indiana is good,
Yeah, there's-
and then South Indianapolis, like Greenland, is a good place.
I have no idea if that's
there's nothing
accurate.
anywhere else.
Greenwood,
Uh,
sorry, not Greenland. Greenwood.
The rest of it's corn. There's only
Yeah.
Northwest Indiana, Illinois, and corn.
That's pretty accurate.
Indianapolis, especially
You
like
corn, then you know,
south of
everything
Indy,
tastes
past like
Reported.
the scary ghetto part. It's called Greenwood.
Film.
That's a very good. They're very similar. Greenwood and Northwest Indiana are very similar places to live.
What
That was
happened?
super awesome. Can we not do that again, please? This just shot at my leg.
Fun.
It just. It went. Boop. Bye.
That's not how that works.
People are trying to fucking kill me tonight.
Just like held it to the side.
I've only been in California and can tell you I don't want to live here any longer. Yeah.
There you go.
Greenwood, yeah, Greenwood is kind of ritzy. Yeah, I personally like Indianapolis.
So I can tell you, I've been to California, and where I live is drastically different than California. But at the same time, like, I don't know, I think a lot of the area is like, a lot of your life is what you make.
The Vic said 15 years from the road I've been allowed, or I've been all over the USA.
Yeah, me too. I haven't been to every state, but I'll also say I don't think every state needs going to.
Yeah, there's nothing in Ohio.
Yeah,
I
what the
drove through
fuck
Ohio,
is
it
in
sucks.
Utah? Like
Horses.
Mormons and horses?
Yeah,
Potatoes.
Ugh, I've seen.
and I don't.
Sounds like the start of a bad porno. Mormons and horses. Eight.
JRHNBR.
Yep. JJW. Jesus would do.
I hate you.
That's uncalled for. Are we doing that now? Because I'm not the one that screams and runs away.
Please, God, no, please. Please, no, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry.
Alright, so now I've got more of a good flesh tone, I think, with the shadowing and stuff. I like that. So I think now when I do the teeth, it's gonna come out more. So I need to do. You live in Magic City. You live in the Magic City. What is the Magic City? I don't think I've.
Where's Magic City at?
Okay. So that is that. So what's next?
Dustin? No.
What? Huh?
Here.
What? Dipping because he thinks that he's a fucking a blacksmith.
It does
And he's
cool
gonna
it
dip
down.
in. Yeah, but it's not.
I
that
mean, it's
hot.
going. It is. It's going straight from him to me, where it is actually like really hot. When he doesn't do it, it actually makes me upset because it burns my finger. To be fair.
I feel like I keep I take a can, I leave it somewhere, and
Oh.
You fix the rest. Yeah. Welcome to fine.
at least I didn't leave like fucking top sorry.
Yeah.
Or a legitimate point.
I'm gonna have a stroke. I'm literally gonna have a stroke. No. No. Die.
Give me a second.
I was gonna say I would. Okay. I don't know if we're gonna go back now. Or we can fight it off.
Well, no, it would be like next, kind of, give that a
Evan, just me, man. I'm in Indiana. The animatronic is not complete yet. That's waiting on Joel, and when something's waiting on Joel, it takes about a year. Yeah, but it should dry like a darker color than the red that's on there. Okay, so I need to switch colors. Close my white.
Yeah.
Where did the bottle go?
Right behind your body.
There it is.
See, I return shit when I pick it up.
Thank you. I'm not used to having people actually do what they're supposed to. So. Let's do the gums. Usually I like to do the gums with red. That usually comes out looking pretty cool. So they're like infected, nasty gums. Whatever the color is.
I saw that black mark. I'm like, how do I get a hold?
Your amount of paint here is the amount of paint that you need here. So you need about twice as much on this. Okay?
Saw that black spot and I thought it was an actual hole.
Yeah.
Because it was sitting right there. I'm
Yeah.
like, where?
I guess I'm gonna create a new bottle of red. Can't find my other bottle of red. I think I invested in all these bottles.
For all you clowns out there, whoop whoop.
Can we get a whoop whoop?
Can we get a whoop whoop?
Shoot to the whoop. Can you zoom on this? Oh shit! Did you know that you could zoom?
You can
on the
zoom
stream?
on it?
Yeah, did you know that? Look at. You can zoom.
Oh, so it's like a real camera.
Now you can see what I'm doing. Look at that.
Sick. Why are they talking about Mothman?
They're talking about local legends from where they're from.
Ted said I saw the animatronic moving around. What does Joe have to do with it?
Huh?
He said I saw the animatronic moving around. What does Joe have to do with it?
So what Joe did was hooked up basically like a prototype. Now, in order for us to create a price, we can't just make it move one time. It was not perfect as it was, so we need to make it perfect before I market it.
They're asking for the story of Mothman, Nick. Can't you tell them since you've been there?
think it was like teenagers went to some abandoned like TNT manufacturing plant in West Virginia and had a giant Birdman face them. And it was like 1960 something, I don't know. All I know is I went there and I slapped them off my statue's ass. But I did go to the power plant place and I showed you the video of those like concrete domes and how horrifying it was.
Yeah. Scott Treaton said, Justin, are you guys doing anything different in marketing this year?
Anything, what?
Anything different in marketing?
So, for marketing the haunted house, the first kind of best advice that I can give you is to work deals with your representatives to where you pay after October. A lot of them will let that happen, so we have that with pretty much everybody to where we don't pay till after October. So we don't have to keep actual money for marketing. It's just able to come out after the fact. So that's a large help. Then social media is the best possible thing that you can get. One thing I've heard a lot of people talking about is not worrying about people recording in your haunted house anymore. And it's really makes a lot of sense. So you have to understand that haunted houses are not about, no longer is the audience looking for the scariest haunted house. They're not looking for, the most intense, I'll kill you haunted house. What they want now is a place to go and have a great time. They want to take pictures. They want to show their friends how much of a cool time they had on social media, stuff like that. They want to have a story about the night they had. So you cannot, and if you are, you're a fool. You cannot just provide one haunted house and that's your entire experience. You have to have a midway, axe throwing, escape rooms, other stuff for them to do. Multiple haunted houses if you have the space, which some people would argue how large that is. Now, so for marketing, the largest thing I'm doing is changing my queue line, as well as changing my policy about having phones in our haunt. I'm not actually telling them to record my haunted house, but if they're walking through our haunt with a phone out, they're not going to capture anything. They're not. I mean, my hope is that they walk through with the phone out and they catch great reactions of themselves walking through screaming and freaking out, because they're not going to ruin my haunted house because it's really dark. I have a hard time fucking capturing any pictures because it's so dark. So they're not going to capture anything. If they have a phone out and a bright light on it, then I have a problem. But if it's just a phone, they're just recording themselves. I don't care. And then out front, I'm turning our line into a scare zone with a new stage where we'll have a bunch of audience participation stuff. We're doing a bunch of photo ops. We have a live DJ. We have a bunch of fire towers. We have axe throwing. We have escape room. We have. We're actually working on implementing another escape room, so we actually have two. And then we also have all our vendors and stuff and our merch booth. So there's plenty to do outside. And then afterwards, I'm encouraging them to not just leave the haunted house. I want them to stay here all night long. I don't care. Run around in our scare zone. You could take 100,000 pictures. You can have all kinds of videos. I want them posting on social media. I want them promoting for me because that's the largest promotion ever. Because you can totally buy 100 billboards and you can totally spend $100,000. If I buy, if I buy every billboard in my area and I hand out 1 million flyers and I have great deals and I have awesome presents online and everything. If you have a friend that comes by and says, I went and it was horrible, it doesn't matter how many promotions I do, you won't go. But if you have a friend who comes and says, I had an amazing time at this haunted house, his word is stronger than anything you can possibly buy. So your goal should be to capture your audience having a great experience. Change this music.
Sorry. Jesus Christ.
Your goal should be to capture your audience having a great experience inside your haunted house.
Scott Cretan said, do you guys use Fearworm to help advertise and marketing?
No, because looking at what they do, we have a marketing guy, and I don't need my marketing guy to come and say we should use Fearworm, because I'm not going to pay my marketing guy to then say I found a company to do everything that I'm supposed to do. So I'm paying a guy to come and tell me to pay another company to do the marketing. That math doesn't add up. My problem with Fearworm and marketing groups and stuff is they're not doing anything you can't do on your own. So
I've had the cream soda, Dr. PP, and it's really good. By the way. Well, I've only had the diet one, and I don't like diet, and I liked it, so the regular one must be really good. Like I said, set up different photo ops in different spots. That's what I was gonna do.
that's the plan.
Ethan said, must be nice not having a haunt inside of a mall.
Yeah, but there has to be positives to having a haunt in a mall too. I mean,
love that one.
you've got
Too, it's just expensive.
the foot traffic is much better than where I'm at. So there's positives and negatives to all of it.
Scott said, you are right about that. Total experience. Good ideas and good advice. Thanks.
Yeah, the new term is experience economy. And that's not just in haunted houses, that's in theaters and entertainment as a whole. No one wants to just go ride rides anymore. They want to ride rides, they want to play games, they want to take pictures, they want to do all that stuff. So they don't want to just go to a concert. Now you have to go to a concert and there has to be other stuff to do as well.
Hi, Julian. Thank you guys for liking. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys very much.
We have lots of likes right now.
I very appreciate it.
Much appreciated. Me prostitute. Me prostitute. Ferret prostitute. Alligator hooker. Can we make an alligator hooker body?
No.
Can we make an alligator mask? That'd be sick. No one has an alligator mask.
Yes, they do. They do.
What are the good ones?
You could say yes, they are good.
That was good.
Pumpkin Pulp has an alligator mask.
They have a crocodile mask. Or if they have a crocodile, or if they have an alligator mask, we'll make a crocodile mask.
Huge difference there.
There is. They're different animals.
That's like saying, yeah, there's a cat mask, but is there like an orange cat mask?
Yeah, exactly. I don't think so. We should make one.
That cat mask is Siamese. Our cat mask is a tabby.
Yeah, they're different.
Doesn't really
No,
matter.
those are breeds of cats. Alligator and crocodile aren't breeds.
Ethan said, just buy an alligator, $150.
I love Ethan. Answer to all of your problems in the haunted house industry.
I need you to do me a favor. I need you to look at the stream where I painted the teeth on the clown. I think I painted them with the yellow.
Vic said M-O-O-N. That spells I'm ready.
I'm gonna be back there tomorrow, but I have to go pick up my cousin from work.
Okay. Goodbye.
I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably.
See you tomorrow.
We'll
See ya.
finish, but it's started.
Scott said, how long does it take to get through your haunt?
Between 20 and 30 minutes.
Depending on how fast you want to run.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you could run through it in about 5.
Wouldn't recommend.
Now
I would be very angry at you.
that was last year, and we are constantly making an effort to use up every square inch of room space for pathway to extend our walkthrough.
When did you paint the teeth?
On the clown?
Let's paint stuff. This one?
Yeah, that would be it.
Hello?
I'm pretty sure. You know what? No, I didn't. I used the waffle cone color. I remember that.
But didn't you do them white first and then waffle cone over it?
No. No, I didn't do that. Alright. Waffle
Okay,
cone.
is he still using the big sprayer?
No,
Oh, look, it's me.
he
Oh,
left.
what a fucking weirdo. Ah! Hey guys, if I ever start talking for more than 30 seconds, tell me to shut the fuck up, please.
Shut the fuck up, please.
Thanks, not you, them. You tell me to shut the fuck up all the time at different times.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
If I ever tell you that, it's because you're being ridiculous and you need to calm down.
I'm never too ridiculous. It's always an appropriate amount of ridiculous.
Ridiculous is not a word. I'm an appropriate amount of ridiculous.
Amount of ridiculous. I'm not ridiculous. I am not unridiculous. I am perfect ridiculous.
That's probably why my airbrush isn't working.
Is it too ridiculous? Wow, there's so much where you're not doing anything.
Me?
Never in this video.
Probably thinking about how I fixed the clown teeth.
Why is it on me? Go away, Devin. Stop talking, you stupid bitch.
Shouldn't talk about yourself that way.
I had to go through to get a screenshot the other night, and I was so annoying, and I wouldn't shut the fuck up. I was literally sitting in bed by myself, watching the video of myself talking, going, shut the fuck up! That's because I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Okay, Devin, did you put blood on that clown gun?
Yes, it's strong.
Okay, what are you working on now?
Well, I'm working up the duster, but I'm trying to find where you painted the teeth in this video.
I don't need you to do that anymore. I remembered how I did
Are
it.
you sure? Because I don't think you did, and you're just guessing, and then it's going to be wrong, and then you're going to be mad.
I am sure. You could probably count on two
Okay,
fingers
can you
the
zoom
amount
out
of
when
times
you're
I've
not,
ever
like,
been
painting
wrong.
that, so it's not just like this.
That's the best face ever.
No, it's not.
That is the thumbnail now. Oh, well, that's good. What do you think? That needle should work well?
How do you determine when to send next group through? Timer, etc.?
Well, we've got a sophisticated system. I guess it's not like think sophisticated isn't the right word. I think what I mean to say is we've got like a
It's an intricate system.
yeah. So we monitor the groups constantly.
Don't ask me what I'm working on. I'm working on what I'm working on, okay?
I just need you working on something.
I am. I'm never not working on something unless I'm standing on a stool. In that brief moment, I'm not working on something. But when I get off the stool, I continue to work on something. Thanks, though. Continue talking.
So we have cameras throughout the haunt. Jesus fucking Christ.
Need assistiones?
No. I need this needle to come out. There. So we've got cameras throughout the haunt. And those cameras monitor specific areas. We have checkpoints also throughout the haunt that help to space out groups.
We have the bell. Tell them about the bell.
We don't really use the bell, so I didn't want to tell them about the bell.
They don't. Why?
We're also taking it out.
Aren't they supposed to use the bell?
They're supposed to, but they don't.
They did for Christmas.
7 is the Queen of F-bombs. God fucking damn right. Yeah, Scarecrow said zoom out, Justin.
Never.
Julian said she's working on annoying Justin. Always. My plan always is to annoy Justin to the point where he just fucking kills me.
See, I have too much restraint for that.
Yeah, until the day I come in and I'm just screaming for music, so you have to punch me in the jaw and break my jaw to get me to stop.
Okay, so anyway, we have cameras throughout the haunt, and we know how many groups should be in every room, and we know how long it should take the groups to move from checkpoint to checkpoint. And if I notice that one checkpoint is super filled up with people, then I know somewhere in there my actors are screwing up and not moving them through at a proper pace. So then it's up to my actor coaches to find out what the problem is. We also have actor coaches, which are monitoring the situation inside the haunted house constantly. And they are watching everything. So essentially, we say we have a timer that the rules room uses. That way we can monitor and say how long it takes to send each group. And that's based on a lot of things. Like it's based on our line outside, how busy it is, and how long the groups are taking to walk through the haunt. And then if I notice a group is like running through rooms and they ran from the rules room to our pharmacy way too fast, we will let actors know, slow these guys down, and then they'll hop out in front, slow them down, make them move at a slower pace, so that they're not running through and they're like, oh, it only took us 5 minutes to run through this haunt. So
We also have earpieces on radios from radios.
yep, we're all mic'd up.
Dick said, how many coffin/caskets do you have in your haunt?
We don't use any in the haunt, but I have one. I gave one away to Nick, and then I've got one sitting outside of the haunt in an actor hallway that my grandfather owned.
Ted said, so you have a video room with someone watching all the cameras?
Yes.
Yeah, we made the mistake of making the video room the same room that actors
That's
take their
changing.
break in.
Yeah, that's changing.
Yeah. And so all the actors would just sit there and watch the cameras. We made, like, everybody from the haunted house, the fucking firemen that we hired to do fire watch, like the police officers, all the security guards, all the acting coaches. Well, it is beneficial for the acting coaches to, like, watch a room when they don't know you're there, because the actors will act differently if the acting coach is there, obviously. So, like, the actors would go into the pit and then just, like, sit there and watch the TV all night of, like, the whole haunted house, and it was not good. That's changing. Is it going in our manager's office? Because that would be nice.
Yes.
Okay. Why does Scarecrow keep saying Devil Bunny?
Because that's what he called the rabbit mask or the cat mask.
Oh. What's your favorite room or rooms?
Mine, right now, probably the rules room.
It's in pieces.
I know, but I'm saying because that's what we are building.
Yeah, mine's always usually the newest room that we've done.
Yes, that's exactly my answer.
I mean, the freak show room will always have a special place in my heart, just because that was like the first room I've ever done, and it was a lot of fun. Even though the room kind of sucked, because my moving sword idea didn't even work, and the body is pink instead of bloody.
Those things can all be fixed.
Just what they have been.
You hear that Joe approved my bungee hallway?
Oh my fucking god, of course he did.
Did I tell you about that? Yeah.
I don't know. You told me, you literally tell me all of your ideas as they're coming out of your brain, and so it all just blurs into one big weird haunted house thing.
No, it's gonna be a hallway like. Have you been to a fair where they have like a fun house and they've got those like bungee cords that go like at an angle? You have to like walk through them. We're gonna do that right after the freak room in that little area.
So what are you gonna do? Just fucking toss the wheelchair lady into him and say, good luck!
No, we build it in an X so that the wheelchair lady can go right underneath them, but the normal people standing up, they have to go through them.
Great, so we're gonna have another mechanicalized, Cully McCulkin wheelchair with a little hand thingy where it goes.
Yeah. Well,
And then they're
she's
not
gonna
gonna be
have
able to
figure
do
the
it.
fuck out.
She's gonna have to what?
It's a bungee cord. She can just move her fucking head around it.
Okay.
You're starting to sound like Stefan. That's always what he says.
I was in the clown room last year when I had to literally become a line actor for approximately 20 minutes because there was an entire group. There were like 7 groups that were grouped up because the lady in the giant wheelchair couldn't get around the corners.
Yes, but I'm also not super concerned about ADA compliance.
Yes, we
It's-
do need
it's
a 1 million
nice.
square foot building.
Yeah,
You're right.
it's nice, but it's practically impossible to comply with that haunted house. Mostly the ramps are impossible because for proper ADA compliance, your ramp has to have 1 foot of angle for every 1 inch of elevation. So for a 3 foot tall, to raise a person in a wheelchair up 3 feet, you need a 36 foot long ramp.
It's a lot of ramp.
Yes. That is proper ADA compliance.
That said, so your rules room is first room to go over the rules of the haunt with customers?
Yes.
It's
Now-
changed to the orderlies room.
Well, it's gonna, yeah. I mean, it's not gonna be called the rules room anymore. It's just kind of what we've called it for years. So, I think a lot of what I did, a lot of what we've done for the longest time, I only did because other people were doing it like that. And now I think there's a better way of doing a lot of this. So, like the queue line. Let me zoom this out.
Thanks.
And bring it on to me. So the queue line. We always had a traditional queue line. You wait in line, you walk in the haunted house. Everyone does that. And it wasn't until this year with COVID-19 that I thought that I really came up with this idea that like no one really told me or ever came up with a theory about why that's the best way to do it. And now I don't think that's the best way to do it. I think this scare zone idea is the new best way to do a queue line. We'll still have a small queue line. You're just waiting in a scare zone to get into a much smaller queue line to then go into the haunted house. And the idea is that that scare zone is going to increase our sales and everything else. Our sales in food, our sales in merch, our sales in escape rooms, our sales in axe throwing, our sales in our fast passes. Because if they don't want to wait, if you're in a line, you know exactly how far you have to wait to get over there to the front of the haunted house. If you're in a scare zone and you know there's X amount of groups ahead of you, you don't know how many people are in there, you don't know how long the wait is. But if I tell you for an extra $10, however much it is, you can walk in right now, you'll probably buy that if you're in a hurry. And if not, and if you're not waiting in a line to where you've got the 5 minutes prior to you walking into line and the 5 minutes after you walked out of the haunted house to look at merch and buy it, to spend extra money on food, to spend extra money on escape rooms and axe throwing and stuff like that, to spend time actually taking pictures. If you've got an hour to wait around and do all that shit, they will. So a scare zone is, it's actually an idea that's taken from theme parks, which I love. I love haunted theme parks. And I don't mean scream parks. I mean theme parks, because scream parks don't really do what I'm talking about. They'll usually have a midway, but that's not really what I'm treating this as. I mean, I guess it is, but I plan to basically build another kind of room, an entirely themed area as our entire outside. So it'll have props, it'll have proper lighting, it'll have fog effects and fire effects, a live DJ, stuff like that. And the whole idea is to allow them, they buy a ticket and then they hang out in our scare zone, our entire midway area. They're free to hang out in there and wait until they get a text on their phone that lets them know it's time to hop in our 3-line queue line, where they'll only wait for maybe 10 minutes once they're in that, and then go into the haunted house. And while they're in there, I have actors that are free to roam around, free to entertain. My sliders have way more area to use because everyone's not in straight kind of lines, pretty much blocking everything. Our walkers on our stilts are free to move around and entertain. We'll have a stage where we're free to bring up people and stuff.
I don't have to go on your road so my bra doesn't come unclogged.
Yeah, do we have an app that sends the text?
There's
Haunt. We use Haunt Pay.
Stop answering questions. There's a lot of questions behind it.
Okay, so moderate for a minute.
Do you guys do any professional commercials on your haunt and TV?
Not on TV. TV is pretty much dead. There's not really a good reason to use it anymore. In the 90s, early 2000s, that was great, but you're going to pay so much for a TV ad, you might as well just make one and post it on Facebook.
Julian said about what % of actors stay year after year and what % just quits during the season?
Probably 80% will stay 80% of those who make it to the end of October will come back next year. Now, the way the haunted house industry works, not just our haunted house, this is every haunted house, auditions and leading up to opening, you have a giant fucking cast. Huge. Just stuffed to the gills. Every spot's full, all that. And the problem is, you open, and all these people who thought, yeah, act in the haunted house, no fucking problem. I'll jump out and scare a few kids here and there, and that's cool. They all get busy, and by that I mean no one just outright quits. They'll either just not call you and say I'm not, and not say anything, or my mom is dying of AIDS and cancer and I just can't fucking come anymore. So So
Usually
then,
their moms aren't dying of AIDS and cancer. He's just using that as an extreme example
Right.
of the excuses that people come up with to
Yeah.
not be rude. to Not
so everyone finds out this is extremely hard, and then they just quit fucking coming. So then we end up with a hardcore cast toward the end who's really there, and then you always have people who they come and then halfway through they want to bring a friend, and we always take them. Always. I mean, we don't say no to anyone as long as they don't have. We run a background check on anyone over 18 to make sure that you're not a pedophile, because we've had a few of those come and we have to run a background check and we say, sorry, dude, you've got child charges, you got to go, can't act here. There's 3 things that we look for in a background check: no pedophiles, no theft charges, and no aggressive charges. So no assault, no battery, nothing like that, because I can't trust you to act here. If you can't act like an adult outside, I'm not trusting you to act like an adult in here. That looks no, stop. You missed this part.
Right.
Like half the coat.
Yeah.
The rest of it looks good. Yeah. So,
It's a lot of fabric.
but you usually find some really great actors halfway through. You'll find, the crazy guy halfway through who's willing to just go all out on everything, and that's always really good.
Generally, if they stay till the end of the season, they'll come back next season.
Yeah.
Scarecrow said, wait. Yeah, he said, oh look, there's my donkey. Haven't seen him in a while. Looks dead. What? What?
Good talk.
What donkey? I'm confused. I love donkeys. Julian said, wait, when did you guys have axe throwing?
This year. Like,
Justin's
this coming year.
future predictions. Scarecrow said that's smart actually get their adrenaline up before they go in. Much better experience.
Yes.
Did you answer Scott when he said explain the scare zone a bit more?
Yes.
He said, cool, do you have an app that sends a text?
Yes, it all runs through. We use HauntPay for our online tickets, and we use that also for. Now, all of that is happening this year, so it's not like I've tried that previously. So all that's happening like right now. So
Ethan said Hulu ads.
Hulu is probably not a bad thing. I mean, depending how much it is. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
Hulu
that's
ads,
what
local
everyone's
Hulu ads
watching.
Are probably crazy expensive.
Yeah, everyone. I mean, that's what everyone's watching is streaming stuff and YouTube, Amazon Prime. So that's the audience that you have to capture. And like it's the same thing for like radio. Radio is hard. Radio used to be like the king. Now we still do radio, but you're better off if you can capture, if you can promote on Spotify or Pandora or apps like that. I don't know what other ones
YouTube Music.
there are. Yeah, YouTube Music, stuff like that. If you can promote on those, you're going to capture a larger audience, but at the same time, those cost more money, so.
Vic said, do you provide all of your actors with costumes and stuff?
Yes, I take care of all that. I encourage my actors to make costumes if they want to, because then they're invested in a character. Now, I personally have approval on all custom costumes that come and characters. Everything has to run through me specifically.
Not even me.
Yeah, not anyone else.
No.
I approve it
Not
because
the owners, not anybody
Right.
else.
so and I am very blatant on that. I don't beat around the bush at all. It's either yes or no.
It's funny because kids will come up to me all the time and be like, Devin, can I wear this? And I say, can't ask me, dude. And I say, but I don't want to ask Justin, he's scary. And I I say, I'll ask him for you, but it still needs to go through him.
Yeah. So, because the problem is, like, I can't just tell everyone, yeah, bring a costume, because they're like, sweet, I've got this wicked Michael Myers mask. And I say, that's cool, keep that shit at home, man. I love it, it's a cool mask, but not for my story, it's not.
Pierre said, while you do, your people are lucky.
For what? For
Costumes.
providing costumes?
Yeah.
See, that's interesting that you say that, and I get that question quite a lot. Is do we have to bring a costume?
Yeah, how
and
could
it's,
you not provide your actors costumes? Like, what?
yeah, it's very strange to hear that because
If I went up to a haunted house to act and they said, here's your costume, I would say, what?
right, I don't know. We treat this just like a theater production. Like you wouldn't go to play Macbeth and they say, well, you have to provide your own costume and I'm going to tell you what you have to buy. That would really suck.
So we have,
And then
like,
say I'm going to not pay you also, which is what I do, because we're all volunteer here.
we have like our most popular characters that we have throughout the haunted house, like patients and stuff. We'll have like every size of patient pants. We'll have like 5 of every size and like 5 of every undershirt, and then we'll have like 20 straight jackets in different sizes. So we have like a wide variety of costumes. So it's not like we buy costumes specifically for people. Our key characters we do, but like everything else, we'll have like costumes. That's why we have our whole costume team to go through and look through sizes and make sure everybody has stuff that fits, isn't too revealing, yada yada yada. Jericho said it's a big bag of weird up there. Literally a bag of weird.
But it's a good bag.
Yes, it's a fun bag of weird. Vic Springson said, how much is the cost per person to run a background check?
I don't know, not very I don't run that. That would be Alyssa, Lori, and Shannon run that. I don't know how much it is, but not much.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if she's watching right now and could answer that question or not, but
Eden said, I want to make a bunch of teeth. What would you recommend I use for the teeth themselves? Using maybe a silicone mold?
well, it depends what you're trying to make. You can make teeth out of hot glue. Hot glue teeth come out really cool. Not very 3D.
Good night, Ted.
They're kind of flat. Depends what you're trying to do. There's many methods. I mean, if you're gonna make some hard teeth, and it's so the question of what kind of mold is not about what you're making. It's about what are you planning to cast it in.
This is ready for you to paint.
Okay.
It's spray paint, and my sinuses are already swollen, so I cannot, unfortunately.
Do you think you could paint that for me?
Yes, I don't want to interrupt whatever he's doing there, though.
Or I can put the hose back on.
Okay,
Yeah,
the one
because I
that's
need
not
that
really-
for the clown body.
Yeah.
So if you're planning to cast them in resin or in some kind of plastic, then yes, a silicone mold is what you want. You have to, there's one very easy trick to what kind of material should I use to make a mold. If you're casting and you're making a piece that's going to be hard, or in the mold world, the word is rigid, then your mold has to be something soft. If you're going to cast something soft, then your mold has to be something, or should be something hard. One of those pieces has to be flexible. So you can't cast latex into a silicone mold because there's nothing, or if I was to make a plaster mold around this head, it would not come out because there's no clay, there's nothing soft in here to give for that mold to come out. So,
Scarecrow said, would I be able to work at your haunted house?
yes, if you live around here, absolutely. I would love to have you. Unless you meet one of those 3 things that I talked
Yeah,
about
you're
with
a
the background
pedophile?
checks.
No. But if not,
I got him
Sure.
recorded on social media. I was able to work here. You can't arrest me now.
Yeah.
Even with my 27,000 warrants.
27. If you have 27,000 warrants,
you're a fucking god.
you're very good at escaping custody, apparently.
Scott Cretan said, do you change your haunt backstory and theme from year to year?
Not the theme and not the backstory. The general lore stays the same. So mostly we build on top of it. We don't change our foundation. I'm looking for the cone to my airbrush. That's why I'm not in the screen. I've seemed to have lost it. And that's, oh, you know what? I didn't lose it. It's already on my airbrush.
Wow, that's crazy.
So we don't change our theme. But that's an overarching theme. Like, I always find it really weird. To me, when you say this is a clown haunt, that's not a theme. To me, your theme is, you know, the location that it takes place. So the theme here would be an kind of an asylum, a hospital, that kind of deal. Then I have rooms that I have built in that are all themed differently within that. So I have a clown room, and I have a reason why I have a clown room, because that's important to me, that everything that exists has a reason for existing. So our story we build on. So we're right now we are in the middle of the largest kind of lore change we've ever done, which is we have a company that we built inside of our lore. It's called the Truman Corporation. Now this company is like Vault Tech. If you have played Fallout, they're like by and large, if you know anything about Pixar lore, where they're kind of a company that makes everything. They're this huge industrial kind of company. They make everything from food products to bunkers to nuclear fucking bombs and ovens and all kinds of stuff. And we're turning them into our main bad guys here. And we're using that to go in a more monstrous direction with our theming.
Julian said, has anyone ever asked if they could wear a Michael Myers or just something really stupid?
Yes.
Yes.
All the time.
Dick said, do you have a normal job throughout the day, or is the haunt your 24/7 life?
Right now, it's my only job. I start as a correctional officer on Monday.
So are you going to give me the YouTube information so I can do live?
Huh?
Are you going to give me the YouTube information so I can do live?
I guess.
And that's up to you. Evan said, what's the furthest a person lives that works at your haunt?
That.
That's not good. How do I make it not go splat?
Huh?
How do I make it not go splat?
What do you mean? Yeah, that's just how it works.
It's flat.
Yeah, I mean it's going right. Cleaned off the tip for you.
Alright, thanks. Glove.
I am fine.
Appreciate it.
There's witnesses.
Yeah.
You got that?
That's the problem. Yeah, because when I have a hand, I would like to not have a hand.
Justin, were you able to get more of those quick connect connectors? Just the one we normally use?
Yeah, I got a whole box of them.
I won't need them now, but we're just going.
Huh?
Remember where you're from?
Take a look.
Oh, no, that's the whole box. Okay. No.
Hey Devin, I don't know if it'll help, but I have these little sponges. I wanted to try this on that mask. Like a small chunk of it.
I don't think it'll make enough of a difference. If someone has a big head, that's not going to fix that. It'll only help if like for your mom. If someone just has a big nose.
Right.
I have a huge head. So, I don't help. It's done. I don't know what the movie is supposed to look like. It's done.
No, you have to spray all the edges. It's way heavy. Yeah. And the hard lines. And the cuffs of hands and feet.
Cuffs in the what?
The cuffs of the hands and feet. I like the green and purple clown. Thanks, Nick. It's going on a clown body. She's working on a clown jumpsuit.
How's that?
Yeah, that looks much better. Yes. You started crotch and stuff?
Yes.
Just try to hit, see like on this, look at the sleeve. See how it's got the lines? Try to fix that. Looks good. You need to do the neck and the hat also.
Your nose.
Should be very close.
Maybe I'm out of paint. Oh, I'm not out of paint.
We have an open E6000 on here.
I think so.
Aiden said, I just saw the ice cream from tonight. Looks good.
Thanks, man. It is ready to go. So it'll be shipping out probably tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I was finally able to take that off my list, so I'm happy about that.
Caution, slippery when wet. I'm bringing a fan in here because I'm gonna eat shit.
Okay. It's fine, because it's hot anyway.
Hold this up. We just started doing those.
I don't know where that hat and truffle are.
Give me a second, I'll help you find it.
Oh, I found them.
Good job. Alright, I'm gonna give this thing some creepy green eyes. think that'll look cool with the cat nose. I think in this green, that'll look nice. Yeah, that could be cool, man. A movie monster. Maybe I should give it yellow eyes. It's a cat.
I'm not thinking this through. I'm literally spraying it and the wind's just blowing it back onto me. I'm like trying to move out of the way, like me moving to the left or right couldn't do anything.
Now you know exactly what my challenge is.
What?
I said, now you know exactly what my challenge is, where you're like, there's stuff in the air, and then you put the fan on
it
me,
needs to go
and then I'm
away.
trying to paint, and it's just
It needs to
blowing
go
against
away.
the wall.
I don't like this. I'm hot. I don't like being hot. Oh, mahogany loves. How's that? Good, Devin. Cool. Good talk. Characters that I would absolutely love to work at a haunt, learn from the pros, then try to venture into a movie monster. Ethan said, what brush do you use for detail on that? He doesn't. He just airbrushes it all. He's concentrating really hard right now. So.
For the small details on masks, I'm starting to use more brushes. I've got a few that I use. Let me show you. Because I'm about to use one actually. In general, man, I just use this airbrush. And I should have other airbrushes. I've tried. Everyone tells me that for super details you need a single action airbrush. I used to have one, and it was a bitch to clean the latex out of it. So I just quit using it. I might try to get another one, I don't know, but in general I just use that airbrush. I've got two brushes here that I use. which are very, very fine brushes. Well, I mean, not crazy fine, but compared to what I usually use, these are pretty fine brushes. And then this one I'm about to use for the iris on this eye is this brush right here, which these come in a pack. And for the iris, I'm actually going to use the back side of this.
Are you doing the iris or the pupil?
That's what I meant, the pupil.
Pupil.
Pupil, not the iris. The iris on these are already done. So these eyes are painted on. That looks fucking insane. I guess it's the point, but this is what the eyes are coming out as right now. The light is making this look manic. Plus, it doesn't have any pupils right now, but this is what I've got so far. Now I'm about to put the pupils in it, and right now it's a very surprised monster. So, Scarecrow said that's creepy as hell. That's the point.
Can you take
So,
a picture of that?
huh?
Can you take a picture of her?
For what?
For Instagram?
No pupils? So this is actually my first ever time actually painting eyes. Well, it's not my first ever time. It's my first ever time painting eyes like this. I've tried painting eyes one other time. Horrible. I tried to find the clown head that I did it on, and I couldn't find it. So I tried to show you guys previously, but I think I threw it away. So that's gone, and that's probably for the best, because it was bad. So I'm just taking the wrong end of a brush, and I dipped it in some paint, and I'm just going to put the pupil right in the middle.
This is done, right?
Yes, it's ready to go on the body. Alright, so I'm going to let that dry. I need to get some epoxy, some clear epoxy that I'm going to put over that. I also need to get a red pen so I can make little red squiggle lines in that. And also hit the water lines and stuff so it's all red and scary. I might have one. Let me see if I have one. I might be able to do that right now. But either way, I need epoxy to make those very glossy. You wouldn't have to have a red pen. No one? I know where one is. In my red pen holder.
Are you, wait, you need a red pen? That's funny. Are you sure that's even a red pen?
Coil it back up and just drop the coil right here. I'm not there. Are these done yet?
They're not ordered.
You're awesome and I appreciate you. Just let you know.
This is a process. I have to put the shirt on, the pants on, and the hat on. It takes time.
So This pen is red on the outside and blue on the inside. That doesn't help me. Back of the doctor's eyeball.
Oh, I know what we made.
Found a red pen. Let's do these things. Let's do. Bring this over here. Maybe here. Exactly what I'm about to do. I'm taking red pen and I'm just coloring the water line. Along there, I'm going to color in the tear duct. I'm going to go over top, the eyelid. And the whole eye. Here on the outside. We're going to do some squiggles. Same thing on this eye. You look great.
Take that one for when you go to the store. They say you gotta wear a mask. They
Yeah.
don't care what style mask you have to wear it.
Just my fucking forehead.
All right. Or some scary eyes. Bloodshot, ugly eyes. Let's put the mask on this and see what it's gonna look like. Granted, I still have to epoxy clear coat the rest of it. And hair it. But we can get a little like here. Once this is haired up, this thing's gonna be super scary. I do want to do a bit more black around the eyes. So maybe it looks like it's wearing like eye makeup, and then it'll also make the eyes actually pop more. But I really like how this has turned out so far. Very creepy. Yeah, I dig it. All right, cool. So anyway, guys, we're gonna close up for tonight. It's getting late. Thank you guys very much for watching. We will see you tomorrow. One day that this week I'm taking to myself to sculpt something and work on the masks that are new that I need to have done. So that'll be coming here within the next few days. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm Justin L. tuning out. That's my crew. And remember, death is only the end if you think the story's about you.